Are you trying to keep your motivation alive while slugging your way through the dating world? Do you feel like your efforts are going unnoticed and maybe you want to give up? Well, the best thing to do is to actually keep on going. Now, yeah, I know it sounds silly and almost like too much effort, but if you stop now, every step you've already taken, well, let's face it, would have been for nothing. Even if it feels like you are not making any progress, the hard work you put in will eventually pay off, especially when it comes to dating. Because you never know what is right around the corner. For all you know, you could stop walking and take 3 steps around the corner where Miss Perfect is waiting for you. But you wouldn't know if you just stopped taking steps. To make it easier for you, we've got some motivational tips for you to keep you going. And a key part of making progress is to stay motivated and have faith that what you are doing will eventually produce results. Okay, like and subscribe. Be real. Keep your expectations realistic and avoid getting ahead of yourself. This frequently leads to disappointment. It's time to learn to take a step back if you tend to wear your heart on your sleeve. Are you going to message your WhatsApp friends on the way home after a date if you find someone you click with and tell them you've met the coolest person? This is the point where you need to learn to control yourself a little bit more and interact with people more evenly. Before you get to know them better, it might be as easy as repeating a mantra. Remind yourself that it is only a maybe right now. Therefore, whenever you want to compliment someone or say that you and them are so alike, stop yourself and ask yourself, maybe. Be honest. Feeling like you are chasing someone who isn't returning the favor is one of the simplest ways to lose motivation. This may be the case if you continue dating someone who has made it clear to you that they are not interested in a relationship similar to yours. Throwing good energy at bad energy is a surefire way to lose motivation. Feeling unappreciated in a relationship or like you are the only one doing all the work to keep it going can be incredibly disheartening. Be truthful and reasonable when assessing what someone can provide. Be bold enough to turn away if it doesn't fit what you are looking for. It's important to find the right balance between investing energy into the relationship and knowing when it's time to take a step back. Positive thinking. One way to keep your motivation going is to make sure you are in the correct mindset for positive reinforcements. Try to adopt the attitude that the more you discuss your dating life, the more neutral you are about it. This will also assist in altering your perception of what you are capable of. Discuss your love life in a positive light. This will enable you to recognize and acknowledge your own progress, as well as find humor and acceptance in the areas where you may feel less successful. This is challenging. Sometimes it's easier to claim that I just meet all the crazy people, which will divert attention from what's really going on for you. However, I want you to be cautious about the story you are telling yourself about your love life. Everyone has a theory as to why they are single, which is one of the most annoying aspects of being single. They enjoy telling you this despite having not experienced your life or worn your shoes. They like to tell you that your excessive pickiness and expectations are to blame. You lack reality. You must enjoy various qualities. Whatever it is, though this feedback might contain a tiny bit of truth, it doesn't have to become your story. You shouldn't then begin to worry about your attachment or commitment issues as you go about your daily business. Keep in mind that only you know what you are comfortable with. You are traveling to meet someone and you will arrive there in your own time and space. Avoid adopting other people's explanations for why you are single. Keep your motivation and mental capacity at ease by not taking other people's opinions to heart. Let them go like water off a duck's back. Fun dates. Even if you don't think that you click with someone, go on dates that you will enjoy anyway. I used to drag a lot of guys to yoga classes back in the day. I was confident that even if I didn't like them, I would at least get a little bit of exercise. Consider dates where you will have a good time regardless of your connection. Put yourself to the test and make an effort to consider dates creatively. Stop saying yes to quick dates like let's have a drink after work, and start saying yes to dates that will be higher quality experiences for you. You can't really get to know someone by sitting across them from the bar, so suggest a more fun activity. Go for a hike, visit a museum, explore a neighborhood you've never been to before, or simply watch the sunset at the beach. Take 5. If you feel yourself getting burnt out from constantly trying to do things in the dating world, it's completely okay to take a break and recharge your batteries. Taking a break will do you wonders if you aren't making any progress and are at a loss for what you could do differently. We occasionally lose perspective on a problem, our capacity for creativity, and our capacity to consider alternative solutions when we become overly fixated on a single issue. What can you alter so that you will feel happier? A brief break where you are not focused on it as a problem can give you some mental breathing room if you're starting to lose your sense of perspective. This may cause you to realize that you would prefer to meet people in person right now rather than using dating apps. Alternatively, you may decide to video call someone to see if you connect with them before going on a date to find out. Change it up. It can be simpler to stay active during a difficult time if you switch up how you meet people. Online dating can be wonderful. It can present you with numerous opportunities to meet people that you wouldn't otherwise have done so. However, after using it consistently for some time, you might find that you are responding to people more slowly. Maybe you've noticed that the chats are getting less interesting. In most cases, it's just not working for you. And if that is the case, stop using that approach to meet new people. Consider all the other opportunities you have where you could meet someone. That could be a speed date occasion in your neighborhood. Perhaps you could look into a pastime or interest where you might meet people you're interested in. Or perhaps you could contact a matchmaker. One of the best ways to find new energy to tackle a problem is to do something different. Create boundaries. Ask yourself if going on a date will help you feel more confident before you agree to one. Never go on dates just because you feel like you should, or because it's been a while, or dare I say it, your friends have told you you've been single for far too long. Don't force yourself to go on a date just because you feel you have to. Creating boundaries can help keep your motivation intact because you'll be less likely to burn out if things are going as you want them to. First off, this doesn't exactly prepare you to get to know this person well and be open to them. And it sends you a very bad message about what you should expect from your dating life. It may be preferable to give yourself some time and space to recharge before deciding to go on dates. A certain amount of excitement is required before meeting someone. Self-care. Improve your self-care. I am aware of what it's like to have a significant objective, such as wanting to start a relationship. To go on that date with a woman, you can set everything else aside. You might notice that despite being worn out from work, you drag yourself out on a Friday night or cancel on friends. You might have agreed to a date with someone even though you know you shouldn't because they can't satisfy your needs or are not at all interesting to you. Now, if you focus on self-care, then other parts of your life will slowly start to become less stressful, less maintenance intensive, more fun and more productive. But to focus on self-care doesn't mean setting aside dating. It simply means making sure that when you do date, it is done with intention and careful consideration. Timer. One of the easiest ways to keep your motivation alive while dating is to constantly think of new ways to initiate a date. Do you usually scroll through social media? Or maybe you swipe from left to right on an app. Okay, so switch it up. Instead of using your phone to initiate a date, why not try going outside and initiating contact face to face? You could make a game of it, like you could have 5 minutes to find a cute woman in this bookstore and then ask her for her name and go. This might be an exhilarating experience as it puts you out of your comfort zone and helps you meet new people. Taking the time to approach someone in a direct and personal manner, rather than through the impersonal screen of a phone or a computer, can actually give you the opportunity to truly connect with another person. Subconscious. Consider other aspects of your life. Is there anything stopping you right now from being as motivated as you need to be when it comes to dating? Do you have a demanding work schedule with little free time? Do you have a significant number of relationship needs that are not being met by the person you are seeing who is already in a committed relationship? Maybe subconsciously you don't have the time to date if other parts of your life are so full and in need of your attention. And that could be why you are lacking motivation to continue to date with little to no success. Whatever the case may be, it is important to look inwardly and be honest with yourself about what might be holding you back from being truly motivated when it comes to dating. Consider your larger lifestyle and ask yourself if that's what's keeping you from feeling enthusiastic about dating.